today we're playing Kassadin Midnight full game commentary. This is a ranked game. It is Silver 1. Last year, and for those of you who don't remember, or don't give a shit, probably the second one, let's be real. I finished last season in Platinum 5. So, Andrew, what's that? I mean, White Lotus was not a real name. Why are you in Silver 1 halfway through the ranked season? Well, 1, don't play League of Legends as much. As you can probably tell by my span of not creating any content. And also, I got significantly worse at the game as a result of not playing very much. So mostly that. Definitely mostly that. So anyway, here we are. We queued up the top, because that's our thing. Play top still. Crashing. Playing top does not feel fun. Because all you do is get a tank picked into you and then you don't have fun. But it's more fun than going mid and picking Kassadin blind because you have to go mid and you weren't prepared to go mid, and mid's only your secondary because you never get your secondary if it's mid. But here we are playing mid. Okay, you're being annoying. Fuck you. So anyway, we're playing Kassadin mid. Blind picked him because it's not that Kassadin's good blind picked. Kassadin's awful blind picked. But Kassadin's awful in any matchup anyway, so it doesn't matter that you blind pick him. Whereas if I would have picked what this guy picked in Azir, which I actually thought about, because Azir's pretty fun, I probably would have just had something like Talon picked into me, and I would have spent the first, 20 minutes of this game crying over my dead body. So instead we played Kassadin. Unfortunately, when you play Kassadin, you do just kind of get harassed a lot, but you can fight back and just get your ass kicked in. Looks like he was trying something, but I couldn't really help him as a result of being Kassadin, and I don't have mobility until I have my ult. And without mobility, it's pretty hard to do anything as an assassin. I also need to be careful because I'm pretty low. And I should honestly probably back at this point. And also, I thought my E was up and Graves is close to mid, so I'm just going to play super far back. I need to be close enough that I can get experience, but I can't get any closer because if I'm in range, I can just get killed. Alright. I'm going to go back. This is what was... Because the wave is shoving towards his ear, so it's going to go even further from my tower, and if I get out too far, I'm going to have to bust flash and get ganked by Graves. So yeah, this is Kassadin. You get out farmed, you either get pushed in, or they freeze it at their tower. And there's really nothing you can do about it. Oh, and also you don't do any damage. And every single champion in the entire game has mobility before level 6, except for you, so even if your jungler tries to gank for you, they just WQE and get out. And I'm not salty about that, because actually I don't care, and I'm making a big deal, probably because I need something to talk about, and at this point I'm just ranting. So yeah, fun times. So anyway, I pretty much told you everything there's to know about Kassadin. You just basically sit around for most of the game and wait until you have a bunch of items, and then you're really strong. But until then, you're really useless. So the good thing to do, especially against a jungler like Graves, is put a pink ward right there. Putting a pink ward here doesn't do much, because you're going to find just as much if they're coming on that side. I don't know. Basically, if they're coming from down there, that pink ward's going to see them if they're coming from here or anywhere. But it gives you more warning time to get out of there. Also, sad news. I like listening to Spotify, and I can't actually record without Spotify on. But I have to keep Spotify muted because of YouTube copyright, and I don't know how to make a banner. I tried to watch a video on it, and I got confused because it was a ton of directions and I didn't understand any of them. Okay, it's for you, Azir. So now I have my alt. And technically I can now fight back. Realistically, I'm still just gonna get out traded, so there's no point. But at least now I can. Fortunately, he's not pressuring me hard all the time. He's like kind of bipolar about it, honestly. Which is allowing me to keep pace and farm. I'm not where I should be. I should be around like 50-ish at the moment. But I'm not far off from where I need to be for 80 for 10. And getting 80 for 10 rarely happens on Kassadin anyway. So okay. So one thing to know is that Azir only ever has 2 charges of Essential Ultras at a time. So once he uses his 2 charges, if he uses his Q, you can jump on him. Because then he won't have any way to stop you. Except you could, like, eat one of them and get a shield, and, ow, fuck you. Go away. Jeez. That's unfortunate, I missed and didn't get that minion. So yeah, I could jump on Azir at any moment, but I don't want his Q to be up when I do. Because his Q just gives him too many options to deal with me. But I can just go for that Q harass on him, which is always nice. I could teleport bottom if my teleport was out, because that would have actually been a pretty good teleport opportunity. Fortunately, both of my laners bottom got out. But I probably could have double killed there, so that's unfortunate. What is it, 65, 61 in farm? So I'm still not beating Azir in farm by any more than I was, but I can actually probably kill him here. No! Oh, god damn it, that was really bad. I shouldn't have done what I did. I think his E came back up, which did not help my case at all. It's 400 mana versus 400 mana. Huh. 300 health versus 500 health. I'm gonna do this. I don't think this is as good, necessarily, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Because maybe I'll like it, because it gives me an extra burst, which would help me snowball once I get to that point. I wish I could have... If I had any AP in my inventory at all, I would have killed him, but... That's unfortunate. He's out. So what I should do here is I should just push this wave as hard as I can, since he does not have teleport. And then I can either roam or go back to base myself. Looks like Graves is here to pick up the wave, but as long as Azir doesn't get it, it really doesn't matter. A nice thing about Hextech Revolver is it does give you extra burst. So that helps a lot with early pressure on Azir. The only reason I went so hard for Azir earlier, even though it ended up not working, is because he ulted Kha'Zix, which missed, or Kha'Zix would have died, but because his ult was down, it gave me an opportunity to what's it called? Give me an opportunity to mess him up. Got him. Nice. Ooh, that's another kill. Good, good, good. That's a risky dive on Lulu. I don't think I should go for that. Could be done. If he stays. Nice. So I W'd there, before I Q'd, because I was low in mana after ulting since it was 400, so I had to make sure I had the mana to finish my combo with the Q. And I have Gunblade, or not Gunblade, Hex Tech. And then I'm going to pick up another Empton and Boots. And from here, looking at their team, none of them are super fed, so I don't need to go for like a Zonyas or Banshees or anything. I'm actually 2-1-1, so I'm pretty fed. So from here, if you get fed early on Kassadin, I'd strongly recommend getting a Lichbane. It's going to feel kind of bad, because without the Morellonomicon, you're not going to have a lot of cooldown reduction. You're going to have 10% from it and 20, and you're not going to have as much mana. But it does feel really nice. And it's definitely worth it. I could have thought about jumping on what's his face after he queued Azir, but I didn't. What the fuck? That was mean. I wanted those. So I'm gonna ward over there in case Grace decides to come. I don't really know why we're deciding to siege mid now. Considering that Azir is basically just gonna kill all those minions. Yeah, and Graves is here as well. And this is not necessarily a productive use of our time. So yeah. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to siege effectively against Azir. We have to wait until he dies. Like that. So basically, once he got too close, like, once I knew I was going to be able to hit him with my ult, I knew that was going to give me the burst I needed. Because even if he ulted me, oh, that was not a good idea. So yeah, basically, even if he ulted me, I had my, what's it called? Force Pulse. Huh. That is what I thought it was. I don't know why I didn't believe myself. But even if he ulted me, I had Force Pulse, which would have hit him. So. So it looks like this could be a decent fight here. Alright, good. Flash from Kassadin, nice. No! She had Ignite, that sucks. Pick up the scene. Switch to this. So unfortunately, because I wasn't able to just 100 to 0 somebody there, it ended up screwing me. Because I had to be able to one-shot a 0 there and I couldn't. Which sucks. But I got 2 assists out of that, so it's not the worst. Plus, it looks like Lowry's going to get that mid tower, which helps out a lot. And actually, I'm going to... Because between me and Caitlyn, we can actually probably kill this guy. He's dead. No contest. Alright, now I gotta get back to mid, because I don't want to give up. Like, since Lowry just took this tower, if I just leave mid and they take a tower back, it's pretty shitty, to be honest. He's just giving up a lot for nothing. Okay. Azir's pretty far behind, so is Cho'Gath. So I don't really have any magic damage to speak of. So if I do go for a defensive item, I'll be the Zonias, which is a pretty good item when casting regardless. Because once you get to late game and you can one-shot people, basically what you do is you ult in, one-shot, normally the 80 carry, you Zonias, and then by the time Zonias is, like, wears off, your what's it called? Your ult will be back up. Kill that immediately. He's really tanky for having no MR. That's, wow. Alright, nice. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot this game. We've taken 4 towers. They haven't taken any. It's also 13-4. I don't really know what Cho'Gath is doing mid. There's nothing really here for him. His Qs also just don't do any damage, which is nice. Just gonna get some good old-fashioned poke in there. Since I know his ult is down, I'm not really in any danger from doing that. And my cooldowns are pretty short. There's not really any reason not to. Got some good damage down on Lulu. Honestly, Kha'Zix could just push top here or come down. It doesn't really matter. Either way, he's going to get good value out of it. Kha'Zix is off in the wings, but he got fleshed out pretty hard. Actually, he went back. That ult's gone. Karma's not here. This is probably not the best place to just stick around. Anyway, gonna get Merc treads. So normally when you play Kassadin, it recommends Lucidity. But with the build I normally take, I'm getting 40% CDR without them, so it is kind of wasted. And it's nice to have the Summoner spells on shorter cooldown, but it's not worth wasting it, where you could get something like Storks if they have a very tanky team, which they only have one tank. You could get Merc treads, because he has a silence, a knockup, he has a slow, he's like a slow knockback. These have a lot of things that justify tenacity. And they put a pink ward over the wall. This is not a good place for a pink, by the way. Like, if you have a stealth ward, that's fine. But if you put a pink ward there, it's not going to do anything. No! God damn it. I got silenced, which did not help me there. But also killed Cho'Gath. So, I mean, it's not the most worth. But Cho'Gath does a lot of wave clearing for their team. And so with the 0 top, they can't wave clear without Cho'Gath, because Lucian's ult is down. And without ult, Lucian has a hard time clearing entire waves. Because his Q is not going to hit everything. This fight is sloppy. Kha'Zix is, yeah, that's what happens when Kha'Zix goes 7-0, and he's gonna tear your team apart. It is a surprise. Fall off doesn't really affect champions with 9 kills. I'm taking blue buff there. It takes a while to get blue buff with where I'm at, because I only have 1 finished item. That's basically just because I haven't been farming very much, because we've just been hammering them pretty hard because of how far ahead we are. And we have to do that because Alawi went Triforce Black Leaper, which, by the way, shitty build, never do that. Never get 2 phage items, that's just a waste of a stat. But because of the way Alawi chose to build, we basically have to just crush them early. Which we're doing, but we need to keep it up. Like, we can't afford to slow down. That's what I'm trying to say. We see a Lulu going over here, so I should definitely try to collapse on her. Alright, so we got to stop this, which is fine. But it also loses your vulnerable under his tower. Yeah, once we chase Lulu and Cho'Gath away, Zero was just sitting duck under that tower, because the one behind it isn't up, so we didn't really have anywhere to go. And I knew I wasn't going to 100-0 him, but my ult is up every 3 seconds, so I don't have to. And you could say that's broken, and, like, it's not, but I'd understand where you're coming from. Because nothing, like, while it's not broken, mobility as, like, just something that can be done always feels broken, whether or not it is. Basically, you have them pin in their base here, and we don't have the best team for, like, sieging on people. Ooh, and he missed his ult. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Caitlyn died. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I don't think it'll matter. Oh, this team doing it. Baron. Okay. They should definitely take that without me. No problem. So, once you finish your Lich Bane, I'd still probably go for Merlin Automaton. It'll put off your death cap, which will make you weak in theory, but because no one on their team has MR, it's not going to matter. I could also turn this tome into a Void Staff, or if I feel it's, like, necessary, I could also get a death cap. Basically, what I'm really trying to say is it doesn't matter. When you buy an amp tome, you just have so much flexibility. Alright, so Zero appears to be a lone top. So I'm going to go try to kill him. Because it really should not be very difficult. So I just gotta ult over this wall. And my W does 1,000,000 damage now that I have Lich Bane. And, what's his face, Alawi is doing exactly what Alawi does, and just mauling people. Yeah, and so that's the problem. When they all commit onto Alawi like that, and they all get low, they basically set themselves up to be picked apart, because we have double assassins. And so even though Caitlyn DCing sucks for Caitlyn, if we win it fast enough, she'll still get the credit, which she deserves, because she did play pretty well. Oh my god, I flashed over the wall and it still bumped me back over. What? Man, come on. Like, don't get me wrong, I deserve to die, because I'm greedy. But that doesn't make it, you know, less poopy. Wait. Ooh. End it. Woo! Alright! Good game, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Other things that I say when I'm done, I don't remember. Adios.
Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching a White Lotus production. I guess that's what we're going to call it. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube and like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and come back tomorrow for another video, unless I forget, or say I'm streaming. Or just say I'm not going to put up a video. Who knows? Peace.